Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I greet everybody on this evening. You know what I'm saying, on this Friday evening for sure. Thankfully, we made it to the weekend. You know, got to thank God for that for sure. You know, many of us had a long work week, tough work week in general. But now we get to sit back and relax and just enjoy these few days, you know what I'm saying, to rest our bodies and rest in general. And thank God for the time that we have for sure. You know what I mean? I'm Tony Harvin from the Tony Harvin Network. And this is this real talk right here, man. We're here to talk about some good topics, you know, here on this YouTube channel. It's on deadbeat fathers, and child support. I know some people going through this situation in general. I get emails and whatnot for sure about this, you know, in regards to my other channel, you know, child support and deadbeat fathers, you know. Should a man be put on child support? You know what I'm saying? What up, finally aware of you. What up? Should a man be put on child support? That raises a question. You understand that? Listen, I'm a good guy, you know, right? I'm a good guy, you know, but I think back when I was young, 23, whenever time I had my oldest child or whatever the case may be, you know, I mean, whether you put on child support or not, you're still gonna have to take care of that child regardless. You know what I mean? I guess it's just the point that, you know, you don't want the court system dictating how y'all take care of y'all kids financially and breaking down, you know what I'm saying, certain finances for different things. Because child support, you know, of course, it's supposed to be for the child, and the judge break it down for the recreation, cost of education, the medical, living expenses, clothes, birthdays, all that is broken down into child support. You understand that? But it don't hurt to give more. You know what I'm talking about? It don't hurt to give more, you know what I mean, as a father or as a mother, because some mothers are on child support, but for the most part, majority of the people on child support are males, black males. You understand that? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? For me coming up and me also experiencing that, you know what I mean? So whether you're on child support or not, you know, you're still gonna have to pay for that child or children that you have. You know what I mean? My thing is two people should be able to sit down and come to a mutual agreement. Not that there's anything wrong with child support. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Uh, you have justifiable income, and they, you know, break it down really good. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's one child on an average is 21%. The second child, if you have it with that person, or if you can prove you have another child, I believe it's 32%. You know, they put the incomes together, but on an average, that's what it comes out to be. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a child and somebody puts the man on child support, and you know the average is about 21% of his income, you know, and he has another child somewhere else, you know, that other woman is not getting 21%. She's probably only getting about 10 or 11%, you know, of his income. You know what I mean? So uh, a lot of females out there, they think they're gonna get a whole big amount, and there's some females out there who don't spend the child support on the kids. You know, what up, Miss Ann? You says peace and blessings, brother Tony H. Never would I do that to a father. We would just have to work through it for sure. You know, me personally, I think those should be put on child support. It are deadbeat fathers. You understand? I mean, it was a situation, family member, they have kids with somebody or kid, you know, a son with this certain guy, and he never did nothing, to my knowledge, for his child. I mean, I saw him one time or a few times in the streets of Jersey City, just hanging on the block, you know, where as though he could have been spending quality time with his child. It's not my place to get in anybody's business. You know what I'm saying? It's not my place. You know, I can only show you how to be a real father, a real daddy. But some men don't want to take on that responsibility at all. They feel as though they're losing out on money, they're losing out on the time that they want to spend out there in general. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a good father. There's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to all the good fathers out there. It's a lot of good dudes out there taking care of their responsibility as a father. Financially. You know what I'm saying? Spending quality time, being a good role model, and things like that. You know what I mean? But you have a lot of deadbeat fathers out there who's walking scot free, you know, and they're not paying no child support and they getting away with it. You know what I mean? What up to Fitzgerald? What up? What up? Hope all is well. We just here talking about deadbeat fathers and child support. You understand that? I was listening to I think it was Gilbert Arenas, you know, former basketball player of the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? And these entertainers, man, they pay a lot of money for child support, man. You understand that? I mean, it's nothing. To be honest, when you think about a figure of like some of these entertainers and ball players, they pay about 30 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? In child support. You'd be like, whoa, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to us. But to them, if they making about, 10, 20 million a year just off of basketball, minus the endorsements, 20 grand a month ain't nothing. And, women out there like that, man, they know they could get something out those athletes. You know what I mean? Just because a relationship or a marriage don't work out, some women get bitter and want to put the man on child support due to their bitterness and due to their spitefulness. You know what I'm saying? What up, Quantum B? Kalani says, honestly, I get only $57 a month. Real talk. Then he doesn't make the payment. That's sad. Wow. $57 a month. Wow. Is that the court issued amount that he has to pay? $57? Let us know. What up, MHW? Greetings. What up, Georgina Flemings? Shout out to you. One of the channel moderators on the main channel, Tony Harvin. We just here talking about this topic. Deadbeat fathers and child support. Who deserves to be put on child support? Who deserves to be put on child support? You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys who are on child support, they don't work like paycheck type of jobs. They work jobs where as though they get paid underneath the table because they don't want the state to run their social security number and, deduct from their pay. You understand that? I mean, that's not a good thing, to be honest with you, because, when you work, getting a paycheck, you building your social security. So for when you get older, you have a little something. But if you're just working to get paid underneath the table, and you get older and it's time to receive social security, you won't have nothing to show for at the end of the day. Kalani says, yes, he don't do nothing. Honestly, I'd rather take care of her and not even ask for help. That's crazy. $57 a month. Wow. $57 a month. Wow. And the man can't even listen. I would hope I would have had that and expenses in general. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 kids. You understand? And kids are expensive. Very expensive. But as a man, you cannot complain about the amount of money that you have to take care of your kids. You have to get out there and work. You know what I mean? Pastor always says it. Gino Jennings. Listen, you got to take care of those kids. Even when you had a baby with somebody else in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Even if you had a baby at a wedlock, don't think because you come to holiness that you know what you ain't gonna take care of that child. You know, you said, yes, it's court order. It's sad. Wow. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get more than one job or work long hours just to take care of your kids, it don't matter if it makes you tired, sleepy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta get out there, work, and take care of those kids, for sure. You know what I mean? That's very important as a man, as a real man. If you ain't got no car, you know what I'm saying? Get a bike. If you ain't got a bike, listen, you gotta walk. You gotta walk to work. You know, I did it, at one point, walk an hour to work and walk back. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I had to, you know, in the snow, in the rain, in the heat, in the hail, you know what I'm saying? In a storm, whatever. You have to do what you gotta do to take care of them kids financially. It's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses as far as like not taking care of your kids. You know, some people come up with excuses like, well, I don't have a car. Or this job is this job is that. You got to start up somewhere. You know, oh, they taking too much money out my check and child support. Listen, get more hours. Get a second job. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Um, finally aware of you. You says I was asked 3x 3 times if I wanted alimony. I told the judge no. He just needs to take care of his children. Sadly, he has chosen to be over 5,000 behind, and he knows I will not chase him for $1. $5,000. Wow. If that's court ordered, I wouldn't be surprised if they put a bench warrant out for him. You understand? Listen, I would not play with something like that. You know, because they could take your license away from you. They could disrupt your credit. You understand? And if you find a job that you're getting paid paycheck wise, oh, they some of them they'll find you. It depends on the jurisdiction in certain states. You know, that's one thing you don't want to get backed up in: child support and taxes. You understand? Kalani says she got tutoring dance. All of that is hard. Wow. Especially when you're trying to invest in them. Wow, that's something deep at Kalani. MHW says the government should not have to be involved in enforcing laws to make fathers take care of what is theirs. I agree. I agree with that. You know, but it's a sad thing that, a lot of guys out there, listen, they quick to lay down with a woman. Listen, they like that. You know what I'm saying? They like that Marvel superhero action in the bed. You know what I'm saying? They like knocking boots with Celie, Suzanne, Paulina. They like knocking boots. But 9 months later, they know that responsibility is about to hit their pockets in time that they don't want to deal with. You understand? All right. Georgina Fleming says the child needs to be adequately provided for. Both parents need to equally put on put on child support. That's funny. That's funny for sure. At Georgina Fleming's. You know, you got to excuse me for a second. Let me plug this charger up. Oh, man. I apologize for that. Miss N says blessings, everyone. Okay. Parenting plan needs to be drafted up. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, but it's sad that, you know, two people can't work together to come to a solution, a conclusion. You know what I'm saying? For the kids in general. MHW said you don't have a car. Did you care about a car when you were getting getting it in? That's true. That's true. Honestly, you says I'm scared for her to visit her father because drama. Some mothers don't want the drama. Absolutely. That's another thing. You know, when a lot of these so-called fathers out here, they stray away and they go meet another woman, possibly with kids. And sometimes that other woman could be a bad influence. You know what I mean? For him not going to see his kids. She'll try, certain tactics to keep him away from the kids. And what is that tactic? What's in between her legs? You know what I'm saying? The power of the, you know what? We gotta keep it real, man. Gotta keep it real. The power of the, you know what I'm saying? Will hypnotize a guy. A lot of guys out there. You understand? All right. You said child support should be given to a child. Some parents take the money and use it for their personal needs. You're right. You're absolutely right. Which is a sad thing. They want to get their nails done. Whether it's their feet or their their fingers. They want to get their hair done. They want to look good, but their child is looking busted. The son needs a haircut. He ain't have a haircut in months. He need new sneakers. He done messed up his Air Force Ones or his Allen Iversons or Charles Barkley's. You know what I mean? She got on Yeezys. And the child got on $10 pair of Walmart sneakers. It happens like that. It happens like that. You understand? He says, I don't trust her with him. Real talk. Fleming says they don't have their priorities straight. Kalani says, yeah, I've seen some old friends not buy their child nothing. Straight to the hair store. That's a sad situation. Once that child support money come in, a lot of women out there, listen, they look at it as another paycheck. You know what I'm saying? They give crumbs to their child. They give them crumbs. Little this, little that. And behind the scenes, they still asking for more. Like it's not enough. She's probably on governmental assistance, paying $30 a month for rent, getting food stamps, selling her food stamps, making money underneath the table, doing hair, something, and getting that child support. And got another man in the house. And somebody on the side, or somebody's on the side, man. You understand? It happens like that, You said sometimes the child is better off with the stable father. That's a good one. But when you go into the courtroom, man, like the woman already won 50% of the battle. A lot of women can manipulate the whole situation. They can do it. And I don't play the race card, but when it's a Caucasian judge, man, it's something different. I literally witnessed this. Literally. You know what I'm saying? They side with the mom, absolutely. Because it's a high percentage of deadbeat fathers out here. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say that are my skin color. You know what I mean? and one spoils it for all of us. That's why us black men will looked at in a different way. It doesn't matter if I went to Harvard, if I got a Bachelor of Science from Harvard or Yale or Cornell, Stanford, Duke, Temple, Villanova. I don't care about that. We still get looked at as the same as the young fella on the corner with his pants hanging down with a blue bandana throwing up Crip signs. You know what I mean? It's still that same feeling when you walk into the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. Nothing. You understand that? So I don't play the race card a lot, but I've witnessed this myself. You understand? I've witnessed a Caucasian judge just talk a certain way, like I'm a bad guy. You understand? My skin complexion don't determine the type of fellow that I am or one is. That man could be out there working his behind off 14, 15 hours and things like that. And then you have a female in there talking about, oh, he don't do nothing, he don't do this, but yet he's a good father. You understand that? Why? Because she's still bitter from the relationship or the marriage. And a lot of women out there are like that. I mean, what is that Tyler Perry movie? You know what I'm saying? That Bow Wow played in, and that chick, Tiana Taylor, was like, you know, Byron. Those are the type of chicks that are out there. You know what I'm saying? That was a good example. You know what I mean? Of a crazy baby mother. You know, Tyler Perry's, you know, he got some crazy movies, you know what I mean? But that concept right there was true. You know what I mean? That was something true right there. You know, when you got a young man trying to work hard to take care of his daughter and want to see his daughter, and then a woman act like that, you know, because she's still bitter, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, what up, Yesenia? He says, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Beg your pardon. Following your way of view, says Sally, many women should not have their children either. Many of them will abuse the child because of the father. Wow, that's something deep right there. Child abuse. That's something deep right there. You know what I mean? But I definitely agree with that. You know? Hate seeing mothers all dressed to impress and the kids besides them look beat down. Your child is your future. Your child should always look better than you wherever you go. Georgina Flemings mentioned. I agree. I definitely agree with that. You know? But some people, man, they don't care about that. You know what I mean? Some people, they want to have this image at all costs. They don't care about their kids. They don't care about nobody else but their image. You know what I mean? They want to have the new hairstyle. They want to have the new shoes, the new Coach bag. You know, they don't want to listen. They don't want to go on Canal Street in New York and get the knockoffs. You understand? They don't want to go to Fulton Street in Brooklyn and get the knockoffs. They want that real stuff, man. Coach bag, Prada bag, Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? Some people love that image that they have to keep up. You know what I'm saying? With what's going on social media, in the media in general. You know? All right? He says, my mama treated me differently from my other brothers and sisters. Kalani says, because I look like and act like my father. Wow. You was a Brandon, always left with my granny, never seen my mother. Maddie, what up, Maddie? Appreciate that. We're here talking about deadbeat fathers and child support. You know what I mean? Many guys out there, they're good fathers. They're good fathers. You know, they want to take care of their kids. They want to see their kids as much as possible. You know, but you have a spiteful baby mother. You understand that? Who try to keep the kids away from you. You got to step up to the plate. You got to go to the courthouse. Don't play that tough guy role like, man, I ain't doing that. Nah, you got to get the proof. You got to get the proof that she's not letting you see the kids, have the text messages, have the phone, get a record on your phone. You understand that? Take it to a lawyer. You know, people email me before, like this type of situation. You know, you got to take her to court. She'll take you to court for child support, take her to court for visitations. But as a man, you got to have like solid proof, and you got to have a lawyer on your side. You know what I mean? You got to spend money on the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You got to spend money on the documents that you got to get to prove your case. You know what I mean? It's a crazy situation. All a woman got to do is go to the courts, file it. She don't need no lawyer. Guess what? The judge already got the numbers written down. Case closed. A high percentage of the part. It's all right at Kalani. You know what I mean? It's definitely okay. For sure. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a crazy situation out here dealing with child support and mothers. Now there are some good mothers out there, you know what I mean, who are willing to have a solution, have a sit down with the father, you know, if he's a good father. But if you're not a good father to your kids, then me personally, you should be on child support. It's sad that a court system got to force a man to financially take care of his kids. It's a sad situation. It's sad. You know what I mean? And he barely wants to see his child or his children. You should be excited to want to see your kids. Man, I'm always excited, man. When I'm at work, man, I miss my kids. You know what I'm saying? Although I got to go to work, I got to do this YouTube stuff, whatever, edit videos. But guess what? I'm doing it for them. I'm not doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to take care of my kids. So I got to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they have a decent future. You know what I mean? You got to put in the work. You know what I mean? 5 kids. Listen, 5 kids. You know what I mean? And one job, honestly, one job. Now, if it's trucking, yeah. But one job, if you got a basic 8 to 4, 9 to 5, minimum wage, you know what I'm saying? What's the average amount that a job pays? What's the average amount that jobs pay? I'm going to say probably $17 an hour. Average. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. Average. And a person got 5 kids. You know what I mean? 17 times 40 is what? You understand that? 17 times 40 is what? So the man got 5 kids, right? 40 times 17 is 680. They taking about 20% out of taxes. You know what I'm saying? That's about 140. You're making about $540 a week. $540 a week. What's the average amount for rent? You understand? So he has to have an apartment, you understand, with at least 2 or 3 rooms. That's about $1,300, $1,400. You understand? So he's making about what? A little over $2,000 a month. And he got 5 kids with rent. That's about $1,400 a month. So that man got to go out. He got to find other ways to make money. Of course, positive ways, legal ways. You understand? He got to go out there to make that money. You understand? It's not all about money in this world, but guess what? You got to take care of them kids. Because $17 an hour, $16 an hour at a job, it won't do it. Not even for one kid. The cost of living is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. You know? But I'm a living experience of, you know what I'm saying? Providing for 5 kids. And they spoiled. So if I could do it, I know the next man could do it. You just got to get out there and work. Listen, you're going to work 16 hours a day, tired. You know what I mean? You got to do it. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, a side hustle. You understand? You got to do it. Finally aware of you says, I'm looking for a second job to make sure my girls are taken care of. One job does not do it when your children are special needs and medically fragile. I trust God to continue to keep us. Wonderful. Much prayers to you, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Fitzgerald said, yeah, they got to work. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, let's just say if the woman don't work, guess what, man? If the woman don't work and she got you on child support, they gonna up your child support. That's how the law works. You understand? That's how it works, man. It's sad, but that's how it works. You know what I mean? That's how it works. Get out there and go work. Take care of your kids. You know, listen, if you gotta flip burgers at McDonald's, you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. There's no excuses. You know, we gotta deliver packages at Amazon or work in the warehouse at Amazon. You gotta do it. Work your way up. You know, work your way up at Amazon as a warehouse worker. Get your license. If you don't have it, be the driver. Work on your CDL. Drive trucks. You know, get your own truck, own your own truck, build yourself up. You know, it's tough in the beginning. Trust me, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? When you were a young father and you just get in the feel of being a father. You know, 1 kid is expensive. Imagine 4 or 5. Listen, Pastor, he preached a good message. He got 7 kids. he got 7 kids, man. I believe he went to school for business, and he does real estate, you know, flipping houses and whatnot. He'll buy a house, fix it up, and, you know, sell it, resell it. You know what I'm saying? That's a good business. You know, he's good at that. He's good at that. You know what I'm saying? He's good at designing and things of that nature. Very talented in that, you know. Did a wonderful job at the Temple up there in Philly on North 5th and Lindley. You know what I'm saying? So he got out there and worked. You know, of course he had to get out there and work. You know what I mean? Flip them houses. You understand? So shout out to Gino, you know what I mean, for being a great mentor, great father. You know what I mean? Taking care of his kids and being the example. You know, Fitzgerald says, but the thing is, I feel like those type of men just don't want to do the work. That's the sad part. It's expected, especially as a man, to provide for the kids and have a good source of income. Yep. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Men don't work, men don't eat. Man's supposed to get out there and work. Traditionally, way back in the day, the man would work. And people still doing that. The man would work, make enough money so the woman could stay home and take care of the kids and all that other stuff. You know, of course, in these days, you know, jobs don't even pay that amount. You know what I mean? You might get that if you're like a business owner and whatnot, you know, that a lot of people are going into, you know, which is good. You know what I'm saying? All right. Fleming says parents need to care and nurture their children. You said they're just lazy. Kalani says today, I was like, get a second job, do more, put my experiences to play. Absolutely. You know, if a woman is out there struggling, because the father is not paying his child support or help taking care of the child, you know what I mean? Listen, it's tough. You're putting that woman through a lot. Of course, you would hope the woman have family support. The child got to go to school at a certain time. The mother got to go to work at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Child got to get out of school at a certain time. The mother got to make sure the child is picked up at a certain time. The mother's tired. She got to cook dinner, wash clothes, provide for the house, clean the house, take the child to the doctor. You know what I'm talking about? What if the child gets sick and the father's not around? Now, if he's at work and he's taking care of his kids, that's something different. But if it's a deadbeat father, you understand? And you putting that mother through stress and stuff like that, that's not a good thing, man. For sure. All right. Children need care so they can be happy and healthy as well as grow and develop well. Absolutely. At Fleming's. Sometimes you don't, you said don't have no family support. I don't. Wow. That's something crazy. That's another harsh thing. When a female, not only she don't have support from the father because he's a deadbeat, now she ain't got family support. Now she got to pay somebody. She got to go on babysitting.com and all this other stuff to put their trust in a stranger to watch their kid or to pick the kid up, to drop him off or after school or before school. You understand? You want to put the child in some type of recreation. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stress on a woman, because I witnessed my mother work. And listen, we was left in the house at times, but I was responsible even at a young age. You understand? I just had that knowledge. You know what I mean? 9 years old, 10 years old. My mother at work, 3 to 11, 11 to 7. That's when I know how to cook. I had to cook for myself. You know what I mean? Because it's tough paying for a babysitter. Most times the next door neighbor would watch us and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Will watch us while my mother go to work 11 to 7. You understand? But sometimes, listen, probably ain't had the money for the babysitter. We had to iron our clothes ourselves, make breakfast ourselves. We had the key to the house, walk to school, come back, and handle responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? All right. All I got is me. You can't trust people with your kids. Absolutely. In these days, no. In these days, no, you can't. You understand? Back then, like I spoke about it, I believe it was the other day. You could trust. People are more trustworthy, a little bit more trustworthy than in these days. You understand? Likewise, I have no family support. You said, but I refuse to put my children in the care of a stranger. I work, homeschool them, and refuse to allow society or even their dad make me feel like a victim. Says finally aware of you. Fleming says, for the parents out there, continue to be interactive, set boundaries, be responsive, and encouraging to your child. I agree. I definitely agree with that for sure. Encouragement. Encourage that child to be great. Speak greatness into that child. Be great. Dare to be great. You understand? Listen, your father may not be there for you. You understand? Hey, but be great. Listen, my father wasn't there for me. I'm gonna be honest. You understand? I'm gonna be honest. But thank God that I turned out to be all right. You understand? I didn't stray away with certain friends who went off to do mischief in the neighborhood, committing crimes and whatnot and things like that. Thank God for that, for sure. So we winded down to the conclusion of this live. This was a great discussion. You understand? About, deadbeat fathers. There's some deadbeat mothers out there too. There's some. Very few, but like I said, for the most part, the majority of deadbeats are male figures. You know what I mean? There's some people probably backed up in child support, thousands of dollars. Thousands. You know what I mean? To this day. It still won't pay a dime at all. They refuse to pay a dime. They refuse to spend time with their own child that they helped create in the flesh. You understand? Image W says, we're trying to keep up with the Joneses today. Expensive clothes, eating out. Why we need 90 TVs in the house. Old school is recycling clothes, cooking. Better morals existed back then. Absolutely. Listen, I don't mind wearing the same things over and over as long as it's clean, of course. Of course. I definitely agree with that. People it seems like people need a new outfit every time they go out. Even to go to take the trash out. I need to put a new outfit on. I need to match these with the new Yeezys or MJs. You're right about that. Listen, people got a TV in their bathrooms. They got a TV in the kitchen. They got a TV all across the house. Front room. Some got TVs in their cars. You understand? Which is crazy. Recycling, cooking, leftovers. Listen, I love me some leftovers, man. And for the most part, leftovers sometimes, most of the time, leftovers taste better than the first time you cooked it. I don't mind leftovers. Some people throw their leftovers away. I don't mind it. Listen, I don't mind it at all. For sure. They're trying to live like a celeb. You're right. You're right. You're right about that at Fleming's. What up, Dodge J? You said some others make it hard on the man, blocking him at every turn. You're right. Absolutely. That's why I mentioned earlier, in most cases, you gotta take that woman to court. You gotta have your proof. You know what I mean? I know a lot of guys out there, want to be the tough. I don't want to go to court, man. But you got to do that. You know what I mean? Do it for your child. You understand? The woman to take you to court real quick. You know what I mean? For child support, visitations, and all that. Take her to court. To those fathers out there, you know what I'm saying? Who going through it? You know what I mean? For sure. I appreciate everybody for coming on this live. On this Real Talk Live, for sure. Definitely was a good conversation about deadbeat fathers and child support. You know what I mean? If you like, you could share this video. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for coming on this YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. Definitely it's definitely growing for sure. Shout out to my other YouTube channel, Tony Harvin. You know what I mean? And those who come on the chat room and come and, engage in the conversations for sure. You said you're right. Are you talking to Dog? You says when a father is a good man, the woman need to be held responsible for keeping the dad away. Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate that at Dodge J, new subscriber. Shout out to all the new subscribers out there, man. Definitely appreciate it. Putting out good content. You know what I'm saying? None of that gossip and things like that. Like you see on the internet, on YouTube. Listen, we ain't talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. We ain't talking about Kanye West and all that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about real life, real talk topics and whatnot. You understand? Some things that people can be encouraged by, some things that people can connect to. You understand? All right. So I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off from the Tony Harvin Network. You said good evening. Till next time. Absolutely. You know, much love to everybody out there. Be on the lookout for more good content videos on this YouTube channel. Thank God for everybody once again. I hope everybody have a wonderful evening. Appreciate that at Fleming's. God bless to everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin signing off. Peace. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell.